Hey, I'm back with one last Phil Collins song. I'm going to talk today about the real problem of homelessness and the apparent problem of celebrity hypocrisy. Another Day in Paradise was a #1 hit from 1989 from Phil Collins' Platinum album, But Seriously. And this song deals with the problem of homelessness. The idea is a person, well-off person, picture Phil Collins in his very nice vehicle, driving around London or wherever, and seeing a poor homeless person on the street and trying to say, look, instead of judging people, just think for yourself. It's another day for you and me in paradise. Try to think about, maybe where this person's been, what they've been through, that maybe they're not there just because they're a loser, maybe not there by choice, maybe they've had some bad luck in life. Just trying to picture this idea that this person on the street may not be as bad of a person as you may think. And so just trying to, drum up some sympathy. And describing it like that may sound kind of cynical, but this song was positively received by not just the general public, #1 song. It was a Grammy nominee, and it had some public positive praise from the press in Britain, which can be pretty brutal. It had some negative words as well, and the reason for that is kind of, I think, obvious. You have a lot of folks, and Phil Collins would be kind of great case study for the way some celebrities tend to sit in their little isolated bubble. They may fly in for a photo shoot at a homeless shelter or soup kitchen or in a favela in Rio de Janeiro. Look at me, I'm here with all these poor people. Maybe give out some money and some gifts, but then just fly back to their nice little bubble again. And so it's here, we are way up here and all those poor people down there. It's just instead of saying we're all one common humanity trying to work together, the message can seem to indicate that really creating even a greater gulf between us. This is kind of what happens when you have people who travel to Haiti or to Nairobi or to somewhere else in the world where there's a lot of poverty, and they'll take pictures of themselves with the poor kids or in the slums or whatever, and post it on Instagram or somewhere and say, oh, look at the poor people around me. It's kind of what you call poverty porn. It's this what seems to be like, oh, like, look at me, I'm here with these poor people. But what you're doing is you're objectifying these people. You're taking these folks who are real people, who have real needs and dreams and hopes, and you're just simply using them as a backdrop to get likes on a social media feed. And this is what celebrities can be guilty of as well. And I know there are some celebrities who do a tremendous amount of work. They raise unbelievable amounts of money for folks in a real crisis in life. But the sense can be that there's real hypocrisy among celebrities. And this could be a very real criticism of this song. But Phil Collins too, this is a stage in his life where he's going through a lot of personal problems. It may really internally deep within him, may not really be about let's feel sorry for these people over here, but wanting to get people to feel sorry for him. And that's part of the issue that I and some others might have with Phil Collins as a messenger for this kind of thing about homelessness. If Phil Collins was really devoting his time and money to helping a lot of homeless folks, then it would be harder perhaps to criticize. But here's a passage to consider, especially appropriate as we are headed toward Easter Sunday and thinking about what it is that Jesus has done and how Jesus has modeled for us the kind of people we're to be, and how that tied into the hopes of the Israelite prophets. This little passage from Zechariah chapter 9, it's imagining a day when all the peoples of the earth want to go to Jerusalem. It's not just because Jerusalem's like the happeningest place on earth, but it's because Jerusalem is the place where people are helped, where good happens, where people find blessing and peace and all of those things in life that we long for right? All the people of the earth have dreams and longings. And imagine if there's a place, and in this sense for the Jews it was Jerusalem, if there's a place, and for us today it's the church. Imagine if the church could be this place of blessing where people just long to go to. Thus says the Lord, in those days 10 men from nations of every language shall take hold of a Jew, grasping his garment and saying, let us go with you, for we have heard that God is with you. So just imagine, and this is theology of pop music. Imagine if pop music wasn't just simply saying, look at the poor person over there. I'm sure they're a nice person. I'm sure they've got a story. Instead, imagine if the church, imagine if Christians were people so filled with the goodness and love of God that anyone on the street who has longings and hopes and needs in their life were to grab hold of us. Here it says 10 people for every Jew, to grab hold of every person and say, please take me with you to be a part of the Christian community, to be part of the people of God, because I've heard that the blessings of God are there and that we can find what it is that we need most in life. And so this is our dream and our aspiration. It's why Jesus came, is to reveal the kind of people we are to be, just as he was in this world. And so I just pray for you to have a great week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.